Danganronpa. Danganronpa.
They said I keep drinking it, so it's more of a water. Then,
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed! You violated a school regulation! I invoke the mighty summon spell! Help! To me, godly sphere Gunyear!
This wasn't supposed to... Why? Me?
suddenly, and her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
I don't... Oh, this can't be real.
No way! Well now.
I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really want to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Oh, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Junko's hot body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. First time I had ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been her friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, the death of a human being.
Hey,
Turning off my controller. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been a friend, was dead. She died. She's been murdered. In simple terms, there's death to human being. It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic. So it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality. Here, give this to her. Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time. Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I want to waste time? Take it for a Monokuma anyway, none of that matters right now. It's something I'd like to give you to help you in search for the bracket. This little file has all the information I've gathered about that question. I like to call it the Monokuma file. Naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? The surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then...
Wait, so you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, not could I?
Correct.
Good point. Judge has to be able to make the proper decisions. That's not how it's pretty.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for class trial in a little while. With that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course, but there was more to it than that. And also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. That if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die in here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. Yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
There's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words...
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust and not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think and talk about this is certainly going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just, how many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you will only have yourself.
That's terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after
Just a second.
And now exposing killers, most important thing. Yeah, because if we don't, we're all going to die. When am I gonna actually start? When is the game actually gonna start? He's right. We need to begin our situation. Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice.
What the heck?
Yeah. We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice we have? No way in hell I'm gonna let us try to kill them. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating this, and they were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. Holy shit. They're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice! That's what it takes to survive, and that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I need to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but I still have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this.
Just a second.
Hold on, huh? Before we begin the investigation, there's something else we need to discuss.
Just a second.
What is it?
Hey.
Need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? Thinking putting on someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
Stop talking.
If it isn't obvious if you're a culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in position to destroy all the evidence you want.
So then.
Then I'll stay there on guard duty as well, that way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. So we won't feel out sleeping. We're putting our faith in you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. No, can I start the damn game, you piece of shit!
Anyway,
Gonna find out who the killer is, because if we don't, we're all going to die.
anyway,
Okay, you done?
just a second.
What do we need to discuss? Do I need to talk to her?
What the heck?
Oh,
See, I finally noticed. Notice what? Looking through Monokuma file received, and I noticed something very obvious and unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. But she's right. Could it be all at once everyone's being turned to me? Hold on a second. We've got for just one night. I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Looking at everyone's eyes had done a complete 80 from you. 2 minutes ago, the feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
just a
What, do I need to find out how to look at the fucking file? I'm going to assume it's in the handbook menu. Where do I find the fucking file? Aim, move, what, blah blah, talk, examine, exit room, return, open handbook, observe, change view, open help, open transcript.
Huh? Don't fuck with me. What the heck?
anyway,
What the heck?
what should I do? Just
Who do I need to talk to? I talk to everyone. Didn't I miss him?
Are you serious?
Okay, I talked to everyone. Who do I need to talk to? Okay, fine, I'll look it up, you piece of shit! Who are you? Okay. Had to get out of the gym after Jinko dies. Okay, yep. Apparently I'm supposed to examine this even though there's absolutely no point in it. Oh, she's dead. Big shocker. No shit, Sherlock! What was the first hint? The dozen spears in his fucking chest? God, these characters are dumb as fuck! God, these characters are freaking dumb. Since there's absolutely no point in looking at, even just talking about the fucking body, I'm just not gonna bother or read any of this text. I'm not even gonna go through the transcript because there's absolutely no point in looking at a body you fucking watched get killed! It would be one thing if they were shot and you don't know who the fuck shot them, but it's another, considering the circumstances, there's absolutely no reason. How do I look at the movie card? Oh, yeah. 1:30 a.m. Clutter's room. Dormant. That took place battle was stabbed to abdomen and her right wrist is fractured. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of leaving witching? To think that there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Or maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either, so I can listen to when we switch rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... The evidence of struggle? Looks like there must be some kind of fight now. I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard
Wait.
that would not have been possible. Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely separate, so something could happen in the room right next to you. There's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another Monokuma's strategy, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This is Replica's sword I brought back for self-defense. Doesn't mean it was used in attack somehow. Plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just a sheath, but, huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even when someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense, but deep could be down. Even if you can attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just light off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath?
yo, what?
And exactly
What?
mood to be building furniture, right? So you haven't used yours out of it? Not just me. Nobody's
What?
tested theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we're talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of you guys have opened the toolkits yet, cause like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Notepad's still here, but I don't think it's relevant. Okay. I was just curious if there's like maybe a writing on it or something. This voice and sort of on. Doctor, do you think I've jumped too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply just don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of them come up with, I will follow your lead. Let's see.
by the way,
No, I realize something all has on good deed. Killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body. I mean, there's trash room here in the dorms, alright? They could have tossed some stuff. Yeah, that's definitely.
you son of a
that dirty.
shit.
That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises a hand to a woman, it's scum that deserves death. That's what my brother
You're fucking
taught
dead.
me. So if I ever find this son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in! But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That will all get sorted out when the time comes. The realization, though. The realization. Oh. The guy just scratches all over the wall. Is that evidence? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight. Our room's completely sunlit, if it makes me have it.
well,
Hey, Kyoka, I quietly called him names while she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching? Did you lose a contact or something?
then what she's doing is got the mission. She's concentrating pretty hard on it.
Isn't I'm
men must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep on watching. Scratches and goes his no, well, it's a bed, is it?
Well,
No!
well.
Oh, the lint roller. I don't know what it wants me to look at. I did! What else is there to check in the room? There's literally nothing left to check out. What the hell? Sword sheath, scratches.
By the way, you son of a... You're fucking dead. Yo.
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm searching.
Did you lose a...
Listen.
Are you a queen freak? No, I don't think so, but what? Nothing, she glanced around my...
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual with
so...
corners of whatever.
Indeed. I see. Well,
Oh crap.
Hey,
I can't let it get to me. Can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped in the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears, but I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to find the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but the thought helped me up and supported me. I looked past the Sayaka to the wall behind her. Then I saw... What? Numbers 110. Leon. Or Leal. I told myself I couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. Hold it, and I kill a foul to bear out his body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust to his stomach that makes them account well, but whatever they use to kill her with, they get it. Definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the monochrome file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look warm and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittering. Something concerns me. The other thing that concerns me is some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Comes with both his hands are totally spotless, so has been only her left finger. Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullets section of her handbook. Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened early on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? It's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom where they inflicted the deadly wound. The water from showers gets turned off at night.
it would.
Looks like you found it right and cut out the bloody numbers. It's most likely Sayaka's dying message. Dying message.
So-
It's something the victim writes before they die, usually as a way to tell people who killed them. But generally, whoever writes it doesn't make it totally obvious. They'll either write it somewhere the killer won't notice, or write it out in code or something. Oh, that's pretty incredible.
Hey,
You ever heard of Ellery Queen? Never mind.
it would seem.
You've seen something written in blood before. Your little was written as if she wrote it with
Right.
life itself. You often talk like an aspiring poet, but the numbers here, what do they mean? 111037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand to the wall. You write something in that position, do you know what the result would be?
Well,
What about it?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself, otherwise the case will end it. You'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not. Wait, sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. Honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know how she's talking when it comes to numbers. Who better ask that than the only
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. You know how that door to your bathroom got broken? Oh, you mean how it gets
What?
stuck? Gets stuck? Yeah, because I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first started using it, I thought it was fun. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has to an edge.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to broken doorknob. Not the
That's
doorknob.
right.
Didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. You let Kyoko's bed and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? No, doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would
Someone
seem...
must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, the obvious this Oh, intentional. What? It was intentional. Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and they ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a moment. I'm apparently struck with sudden realization.
Just a second.
Just one more question. You mentioned earlier the bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night. We said switch rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. She had the slightest hint of my heart. I got the sense she was supposed to get
I
with all this.
see.
Then that clears that up. Well, what clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. Just for getting out of it. And there she's in my left. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder wasn't might have come from, and also I should look into the DVD sack out. The sack is dead. I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas to check out. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks if they'll even touch me, that is. This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has access. This Sayaka's room, right? Nameplate's on my room and Sayaka's room. Switch! Someone's playing the Switch! It's all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing. It's only clip this, but why would it do that? Dorm nameplates has been added to both section of your handbook. Heck, I know I can't let myself get depressed again. I may start with clues. DVD. She got really upset after seeing whatever was in the video. Wonder what she did. What did she say? Might not be directly related case, but I'm going to do it. I'm sorry, I don't need to go this DVD. Something here. permission to do that. Get your hand off that thing.
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Huh?
I mean,
How does
seriously?
my room have anything to do with the investigation? Well, I suppose that's the actual reaction of someone trying to play. As I place my hand on Liam's door, I notice the human-shaped blur comes tearing out the depths of the hallway. He's being
Hey, you
way
bastard!
defensive. He's being way defensive.
I mean, seriously?
And look at that. Look how pissed he got and everything. He's being way too defensive. He's suspicious.
Mr. Naegi!
Hold it right there.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
Trying not to someone's room without their express permission is the highest breach of etiquette.
So it
Whether it's
seems.
related to case or not, you must respect the person's right to privacy. He's kind of sus. Byakugan's the only one. Byakugan's not the only one because he's the only one who would be like, hey, don't do that. But those other two, they were like, they were like, don't you dare, even if you think about it. Switching the rest does. To the gate here.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. Treasure room. This is where all the treasure is full and eventually one day. And you can
No, you can't go any further!
No. No entry beyond this point. The only person on food is
No, you can't go any further! No, you can't go. No, you can't.
all kinds of kitchen knives here. Big piece too small, but looks like one that doesn't fit. Was it missing from the very beginning? Better see if else here knows more about it. Is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
weird, huh? I thought I was kind of sick, but not just one of these three. What the hell? It wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
No, must remember, they were all lined up in nice people. From the
Well,
let's get to the kitchen last night. So when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, there's things that disappeared while I was drinking the tea. Yeah, and I know where it's there in the fucking hall. Tell everyone I did. By the way, did you really think that? Well, of course not. I would never. You know, do you really
'cause,
think
I mean,
she was thinking you were really I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But on the other hand, two people becoming good friends when killing the other is classic drama setup. So when you put everything together, whoever did it must have got blood on it, right?
seems like... Here we...
Very
Hold on, maybe Keegan and Chester and only the person on game really has the access to the key. What's the point of going through all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we could all throw things out whenever we want? But those seem more...
So in other words, so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone keeps going out and trash whenever they want it, they show evidence. The thrill would disappear and become boring.
Hey, listen!
Oh, and more important,
Hey, you bastard!
Oh,
Hey, volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. Big deal.
You...
Why, I know
Is it
you
like-
all the girls trash looking for, and poking around.
there's no way to think about this in a
You know what I mean.
But there are all kinds of trash shooters like that. Maybe I'll get hurt and shooting and then
completely unforgivable.
Give me a break.
Or you're not only embarrassed to say something. If you're so worried about his being such a morality, there's various reasons. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, that's where I accompany them from picking up the trash to just...
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, why the harm? There's no how it's supposed to air on another topic to this story of cleaning duty. Right, so you want to join my party? Sorry, you haven't figured that part. I mean, you haven't helped any companies from past companies like Big Village or Big Boss. And nothing like that, it's just hoping to get trash in there. What? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. Instead, he killed his wife, he learned how to get by on the internet, but he knows. He leaves a living and give his back. He says so. I'm gonna read it.
Da 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 da!
He pulled a key out of his pocket, he flipped the switch next to it, and then,
Mr. Naegi!
however, Mr. Knight,
Without a doubt!
I'm planning to use Chester to destroy evidence. You planned this all out? No, as long as the actual killer had tried to destroy the evidence. The actual killer was you, if you left him, whatever, let's just do it. Just thinking of the ground in front of the camera. It looks like red pieces. Red pieces like a hunk. Shut the fuck up, you feel me? Anyway, this is. Looks like a piece of cloth and shit is first sleeve of some button up shirt. Now I look at it, it's definitely blood on the top. This is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed, but there's lots of people who would make button up shirt. This isn't enough by itself to get out who the killer is. I know who it is. I think. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass vault, but it's about big enough to fit the palm of the hand.
Is this...
Yeah, is that? You know what it's if you collect all 7 dragon walls here at a single way. Hitting aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city viewpoint. Dig into it and it won't kill you. Just like that mini girl who was on the front of the front. There's only one person who could be. We should all still doing the chance, so I better get on it.
Why is that? So it would...
I'm gonna call him that him and no one can check it out. So it's just I can imagine it. That's not kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Simple setup. You press the green button to get it going. No, turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be in case to be incinerator on. This shit is off last night.
Was it a fairy?
Cocoon, do you realize that you said? No, you said the last time you were here, this incinerator was off. I just thought that you could know mistake if about one thing going.
I feel as if.
As soon as I was appointed, I condemned to check this out, but definitely wasn't confident. I haven't been back to tell himself.
Most
It should be
suspicious.
impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet, standing someone was able to find the incinerator without not possible.
Hmm.
Things quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards
Completely unforgivable. That's it. I'm sure of it.
Sounds like he's living out one of these comic book pens. No. I gotta get out here. Get out. Here, snap out of it! Oh, Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Man, does this look cool? That's my crystal ball. It's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? What? Was it actually just made of glass, not crystal? But the guy totally he said it belonged to pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that old yet? Let's put that aside. Same with that gut at this one. Yeah, that's mine for sure. If they got it in lucky, must have device. That Shadow Crystal Ball has been updated in the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Thanks, Hero, that's all I wanted to know. Sure. And by the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 whole years would be like $1 million. Pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it takes power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't believe I feel bad for it.
Huh?
She's died, signed to left. She wrote out the number 11027. You don't have any idea what these numbers are. I put the root. It's not.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no, don't worry about it. Thanks for saying it. I think we'll talk to everyone.
Listen to me!
I have put over uncovered something unusual. Door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it. It shows.
You hear me?
It is, right? Well, just so happens. Wait, no. You might be killing yourself.
Got it!
You have nothing to do. Forget. You can
Listen to me! You hear? Got it!
So do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let's just agree we do not know who the culprit is. Leave it at that. Whatever suspects I may have, I don't intend on doing anything until this close round. Okay then. Have any suggestions for I should
Well-
Unless you fumble around fishing blended, whose size never went hurt to consider the scene of a crime naturally, but I think the tracking is also perfect place is evidence. However, that's not
As for me,
place is built. They are rather dead, etc. I'm sure all of you to conduct your own investigation on your behalf. That. Okay. So that's it for this area. Actually, I do have a point DLC. There's more? Wait, this is real stuff.
cause
More meats, salted meats. There's no time to rethink about food. The vegetables will tell them. Don't say anything, don't worry, not to do that. Okay.
Seems like...
Oh, the DVD! I completely forgot about that. An image slowly appeared at the some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and center was a face I recognized very well. Shaking. You were here along with friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. The vision started blurring and darkening, and then the voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Sayaka had disappeared from stage, which is now in ruins. When another thing more than that, were the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? This super famous pop group, everyone knows who it is. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint the proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Red door on the first floor. That's where you should go. No, where I have to go. Late, Makoto, we've all been waiting for you. I thought that you were afraid you would be discovered as a murderer. You are.
Listen to me!
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Well, I've been over for a while. Okay, there we are. That should get rid of the hiccups. Where's my phone? There is my phone.
Well then.
Yes, indeed. Hey. Makoto.
If you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? The one that murdered Sayaka? Is it really one of us? Boo-hoo-hoo! Is everyone here? Okay. Boo-hoo-hoo! Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. Boo-hoo! I will meet you all down there. I'll be waiting. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin. Good idea. Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover truth to Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try to give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clanking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? Like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Dude, shit.
Not even close. Total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone. Find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Set up so everyone can see everyone else. Those are meant. Identity deception. Identity betrayal. Get a little better We get it! You can stop!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Their first non-stop debate is about to begin, which will hear more. Things progress during each class trial. You will engage in a number of non-stop debates. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. They take a year to another and like to contradict the sincerity of their statements. What explain is they will have to use your truth bullets to repeat what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the right button.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong!
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Tina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier? Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear if there.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So, in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Whoa, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Alright, actually, I quit. Okay, there, we're good. Absolutely. Oh. Thank you. I hit A before.
Now I understand! That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
This is my favorite part of the game, by the way.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Shoot!
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran and they got into the bath.
At that point, the killer had because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka.
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer.
The incident took place. Sayaka was first. She then fled into the...
Then the killer ran and they got into the bath.
At that point, the killer had it because Sayaka had locked it. No, it's wrong! The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck. Huh? What are you talking about? My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The nameplates were switched.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it? Shoot!
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility? I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then, pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right? Okay, then who did it?
Killer.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Not killer, but yeah.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me.
Calling in
There
now.
was a replica sword at the murder scene.
The ultimate unknown.
Was that perhaps
I'm calling
used
in now,
during the
she's
fight?
ultimate detective.
Oh yeah.
What's those gloves?
What's the deal with that
Is how
sword?
you feel like that technique thing?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it.
And
I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
And like her investigative skills as
It
well.
seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see.
All right, then it's about... When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizona's...
So, she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out, the culprit... And that's when the first sword-based sneak attack...
And that's what broke me...
So, she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Shoot!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed it, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizona.
So, she grabbed the kitchen knife, but then the culprit...
And they killed her.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed it, and that's when the first... A sword-based sneak attack.
Shoot!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit, and that's when the sword-based...
And that's what broke...
So, she grabbed the... But then the culprit took that...
And they killed her.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed it, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizona's wrist.
So, she grabbed the kitchen knife, but then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting grabbed, the culprit grabbed, and that's when the first sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong! Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all. I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different! You smell like a big fat ugly donkey!
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
The killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
That him should have been an asterisk.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right? No, it's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message. Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037, written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have...
So the only one the person in charge of the cat?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to... No, that's wrong! Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in. Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible! Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon? Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. The killer is you! But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. the killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence. When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you! Stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
Then that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
With the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh, sweet name. Oh. Oh, sweet. An A. Sweet. Sweet.
Looks like you've reached your verdict.
With some
Then are we
gesture of
ready to
greater
cast our
cholesterol,
votes?
to try a single crime.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Oh, hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
This killer be killed.
So, that's why... None of you are any different!
Actually, you didn't have to kill her. Once she ran to the bathroom, you could have just left her room and let it be right there. Let it be at that.
I was just...
Right.
unlucky. That's all.
Left it at that. That was fine.
Hey! Come on!
happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Go ahead, and the entertainment industry shouldn't be terrifying. I mean, to try and kill someone is because of Rose initiative. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into hidden madness. Wait, what did you say? I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're not as despair because betrayal, right? Passion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when Stop screwing with us, this is your fault. I could be forced to do something like that. All of it. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at one of them, but
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Gyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave me bruised.
Calm down.
If you really want to make enemies pay for what they have done, you need to let it go for now. That was close on that. Thought for sure you were going to give me a good wall. You avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
No, that's so magnificently revealed the identity. Oh. Blackened Leon Kawada
Punishment?
will receive his punishment. Punishment?
You mean execution? Wait a second! Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, take me to the bathroom. Stab me.
Is that okay? Do you understand?
So,
Oh,
Unbelievable. Hey,
So happens that there's nothing more unethical than unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetually all over the Is that the kind of justice
Thrills, chills, kills!
The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
Like Jesus, you must pay penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
That would not kill someone. The worst it would do is leave them with like a broken bone, maybe. I could actually kill someone. But it would have to hit them in the temple. Like it would have to hit them in just the right spot in order to kill them. That's the only way they die. Like I said, the worst thing that would happen is they'd have some extreme nothing like
I can't take it.
Well?
Damn you!
What the heck? Say what? Hey,
I'll read through the transcript later. Damn. To be continued. Like usual, hope you